Hi, I'm Callise.
I got to take photos of Ellie during our journey through Last of Us 2.
So I'm going to share my slideshow with you and tell you all about our journey.
I did use the photo mode feature in Last of Us 2, so if you don't want spoilers, now's the time to back out. It's Ellie's birthday, and Joel has a surprise for her, and we go on a trip. And Joel shoves Ellie into the water. Then Ellie gets Joel back and shoves him in. Then we finally reach the big surprise, a big giant T-Rex. And as I always photograph these moments, so we'll always capture these memories, Allie took the time to write in her journal so she'll always remember this birthday. So the bigger surprise is he actually took us to a museum. And Ellie got a hat and started to wear it around. Ellie started to put her hat on the dinosaurs. And then she got Joel to wear the hat. And then they both had hats. Then Joel joined in on putting hats on the dinosaur. Joel wanted to show Ellie the space area. And Joel had another surprise for her, where she got to pretend she was going into outer space, and he even had a launch tape for her to listen to. That was all Joel was planning to share with her of the museum, but Ellie wanted to jump in the water and go explore some more. We got separated from Joel, and we came to this room where the light was shining down. I thought it would make a good picture. Ellie getting rifle lessons from Tommy. Ellie learns the truth about what happened with Firefly that day and what Joel had done. She's very upset with him for quite the while. Ellie petting a dog. Ellie throwing a snowball. Ellie getting hit by a snowball. Ellie sliding down the slide. Ellie on patrol. We're looking for unwanted creatures that we need to stop so they don't get close to our town. We're checking out the view from one of the safe places that we check in, and we make notes on if we saw any clickers and how safe the area has been. We just wanted to take in the view. And then suddenly a terrible blizzard hit, and we noticed a cabin, and little did we know the horrors that would be inside that would forever change poor Ellie's life. We lost Joel that day, and here's Ellie visiting the graveyard. He was a father figure to her, and a dear friend. We walked along the path heading back to Joel's. Ellie was so strong keeping it together, going to a place where Joel was supposed to be, and she takes notes in her journal. And this started the journey for revenge on the person who did this to Joel. We were clearing out an area to make sure there were no creatures there, and I noticed a sign for a bathroom. And I told Ellie, don't you know the rules? Beware of bathrooms. And so she got her gun ready, and as soon as we opened the bathroom door, barged out a creature, and she was ready for him. So there Ellie was ready with her gun, and I was ready with my camera to capture this headshot. Ellie on a tank. We ended up in a Halloween shop, and I wanted to take a picture. We noticed some artwork, and it said, "Feel her love." What did that even mean? So we came to a karate dojo, and I said, Ellie, pretend to be punching. And then I was like, everybody was kung fu fighting. Na, 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 na. And then we found another painting for that woman. And then we found this symbol in blood, and he knew right away, it's a cult, Ellie. I'm telling you, it's a freaking cult. We noticed a mural on the wall. And then we found a poster for Comic-Con. I was like, Ellie, Comic-Con, where you would love it. There's all these comics and all the people come together. It's great. And we found the convention center. I was like, oh man, Ellie, I wish you could have been here in, the prime of going to conventions. They were so much fun. And then I saw a happy little cloud. And Ellie's like, really? You're taking a picture of this? I'm like, Ellie, you've got to enjoy the little things of life. And then we found more artwork for this woman, which I guess we understand why now, because they're cults. The early bird gets the worm. Look at that guy with all that power. What a cool painting. After the journey of revenge almost cost the lives of people she loved, she decided she was going to stop and she was going to settle down, taking care of this wee little babe. She created artwork and had a room dedicated for art. She had a wonderful home and a babe to take care of and people who love her. And you would think this would be the end of the story. But clearly, she didn't learn from almost losing her loved ones, and she went right back to seek revenge on Abby. We saw art for rattlers. We snuck into their camp, hunting for Abby, and as we were leaving, because we found out she wasn't exactly in the camp, she was taken to another place, and I noticed this eerie, creepy looking room, and I wanted a picture. And we freed prisoners from their camp, and they burnt the place down as we were leaving. This is what that group did to prisoners who tried to fight back or escape, and Abby was here. Ellie cut Abby down. Abby cut someone else down and carried them away, and Ellie just followed behind. First, I wondered if Ellie was just going to let her leave. But then Ellie had to start a fight and threaten to kill the person Abby had just saved. And Abby would protect them with her life. And so they got into a huge fight. And I did not know who was going to live or die. But in the end, Ellie let Abby live. Abby rides away on the boat. And Ellie is left behind, sitting deep in thought. Ellie returned home to an empty house with no one left behind. So not only did she not get revenge on Abby, the people she loved walked away and now she is all alone. Where will her journey go next? I do not know. Thanks for watching. Maybe you'll watch more. Maybe the video on the left. Maybe the video on the right. If you're on a mobile device and you don't see any options in the hands, it's in the description.